Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to the channel. It has been such a long time since I've sat down, had the time to create a video for YouTube, but now is the time. Today is the day. It is storming outside, completely nuking snow here in Mammoth, and I am currently nursing an injury. So I am not going to go skiing today. It is also Christmas Eve, so I'm planning to kind of just relax and rest. So much left of the season, but this video is going to be talking about this lovely little device that I picked up about a week and a half ago. And yeah, let's cue the intro. To make myself whole again. So I picked up this GoPro Hero 10 about a week and a half ago, specifically because the amount of times that I have to use video for coaching, it's a lot. There are a lot of different occasions that I want to video, like to video. I don't want to be pulling my phone out, even though this takes incredible cinematic footage. It takes really good slow-mo. Yeah, this can do it all. But I don't like taking this out in the cold. And my old GoPro, my Hero 6 Black, I've cracked the lens on it. I don't know necessarily if it's still waterproof. I think it's fine, but at the same time, I don't want to be pulling this out constantly either, because the stabilization on this thing is just not as good. I am probably going to do some sort of comparison video between an older GoPro and the 10. And then this thing, I mean, for 450 bucks, granted that's expensive for something that is this small, you know, it does what this thing can do, but better. It's super durable, not only for temperatures, so that was the one big thing that I think that GoPro fixed, was that the battery died so quickly in cold temperatures. I know that they do have an Enduro battery. I don't remember the specs on it, but it can withstand even colder temperatures than the ones than their standard battery. But this does a pretty good job. And I just picked this up from the store up at Mammoth. I didn't really feel like ordering it, seeing as this storm right now is dropping close to 92 to over maybe 100 inches this week. Incoming mail is going to be, it's going to struggle. So I definitely wanted it right away. For the convenience, I'll pay a little extra, but you know, for 450 bucks, this thing is quite amazing. I haven't really fully looked at all of the different capabilities that it has. I basically use it for the video aspect of it. I haven't used the time lapse, and I have not used much of the photo aspect of it. What I really, really like about what they have done is that they have done the built-in mount stand for it. Obviously, you had to have some sort of cage or case for the older one, so the 6. I don't think you have to do that for the 9. It might have changed at the 9, but I really, really like that feature. I also know that there's a bunch of different mods that you can get. I'm looking to probably purchase the media mod, because I can do external audio, and I can also possibly connect a power source so this continues and stays fully charged the entire time. That will just be very helpful if I decide to create and make my own stabilizing rig for it. The other big feature that I am just in love with right now, because it's so simple, I don't have to go through a bunch of different settings, are the presettings. Like, you have 4 or 5 different presettings that you can set all of your things to. So I can set my resolution, my frames per second, my view, and I don't have to constantly be flipping through that. I can just go to the bottom portion of the screen, select that, and then do standard. Or if I want some footage of the kids and we want to look at it in somewhat slow-mo, I can go to activity and it's 4K at 60 frames, so I can slow it down a little bit more. If I want to even more slow-mo, I can even go down to the ultra slow-mo at 2.7K at 240 frames in a wide POV. Like, that's insane. So a lot of different things to really enjoy about this thing. I also like how they put the focal length of each view. So super view is 16 millimeters, wide is 16 to 34, linear is 19 to 39, linear with horizontal leveling is 19 to 34, and then the narrow is 27. So nice to be able to have so many different features. You can slow down your footage, so normal speed one time, all the way up to 60 frames, so you can start slowing down your footage in real time. You can also select how stable you want it to be. I've just had everything either on standard or off, and to be quite frank with you, the standard does it all. It's totally fine. And then I really also like that you can zoom in 1.4 times. You can zoom in and out. I mean, 1.4 times isn't a whole lot. That's in 4K. I haven't really shot in a whole lot of 1080p on this thing yet, but let's see here. So on the 1080p basic preset for 60 frames, I can zoom in 2 times, which is pretty good. Overall, my impression of this thing is this is going to be my action sport camera, especially when I'm coaching. It's very simple. I don't need to take off my gloves. I don't need to be lugging around my camera. I don't need to be taking my phone out and risking it to the elements. And I definitely don't need to be bringing this one out and using like a Karma grip. While the Karma grip is great, it's really, really difficult to stay close to an athlete and then have that gimbal move with very quickly. Because as we all know with action sports, stuff happens really fast. And that Karma grip and most gimbals, you need to have kind of slow, easygoing movements and very intentional movements versus like a follow cam where you're like constantly having to keep the subject in frame and you're following them. Like the camera needs to be in line with their movement. So if they suddenly turn left or if they suddenly turn right, that gimbal doesn't do a very good job of staying locked into that subject. It has to like purposefully and slowly move to stay nice and stable. And that's the reason why I really, really enjoy this thing. I don't have a good handle for it yet in terms of like follow or like a selfie stick. I really want to make my own so that it looks a lot more official. I can be farther away, so I'm less at risk of injury, that the athlete is also less inclined to injury as well because we're not going to crash into each other. And then again, like as I said before, I don't need a Karma grip for this. It's so stable. And throughout this video, you'll see different clips of both vertical and horizontal footage using this thing. For the most part, I'm holding it and I'm skiing. And then there are a couple first-person views where it's on my helmet. And we all know that when you ski and or even when you're like walking, your head does a little bit of up and down movements. Where I'm skiing and stuff like that, it's my body and my head are moving a lot and it just looks like it's just nice and stable, very like one direction, like it's staying in that one plane. It's not moving a whole lot. To the footage, there's not warping, which I really, really like. So, I mean, I am very impressed. I think that GoPro has been doing a really good job in terms of like upgrading. They're not just like, okay, here's the next camera. Here's the GoPro 10. It's basically the 9 with the number 10 attached to it. I haven't used the 9, but in comparison to the 6, the upside down 9, lots of different improvements there. But if you're looking to get into this industry, you don't want to use or invest money into a $700 or $800 phone, or you don't want to invest $1,000 into an actual DSLR or mirrorless, half the price, get this, get a tripod, get a selfie stick, pay about 80 bucks for a mod, and you're good to go. Links in the description below if you are looking to pick up a GoPro. I, again, got the very basic package just from my store that's up here. However, if you go to GoPro's website, go on Amazon, you could probably find bundles that have multiple batteries, multiple chargers, different mods that are with the camera. Yeah, I highly recommend picking one of these things up. It's a beast. I hope that moving forward, GoPro does just incorporate the Enduro battery into all of its GoPros. Kind of seems a little silly that you don't already just like have that in there. From a business standpoint, I understand trying to have people pay for an additional accessory, but at the same time, it's a little annoying. I would just prefer to have the Enduro battery already versus having to pay $25 for it and wait for it. I would just rather pay a little extra to have it here with the camera. But yeah, if you guys liked this video, please like, subscribe. Again, happy holidays. Thank you for watching my videos. It has been one crazy beginning of the season with not only an injury, work, tons and tons of snow all at once. I appreciate all of you guys. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments or on my channel in the discussion tab. I am always looking for ways to improve and make this channel better and a lot more entertaining, informative, educational, what have you. If you want a little less of product reviews and more just footage and video and whatnot like that, more cinematic stuff where it's not me talking, I am more than happy to do that. I just need to find the time to go out and shoot different things that are interesting and fun and entertaining for you all. But please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.